How to Train Your Dragon is one of Dreamworks' best series of films along with Kung Fu Panda. And now that this trilogy has concluded, I'm not sure what the studio will come up with that will get quite as much praise as this. But for now, let's talk about this cap to the trilogy and how it stands up to the previous two films. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World deals with Hiccup being the leader of Berk and protecting the dragons from trappers. He wants to protect their way of life living with the dragons, and a new villain is introduced called Grimmel. I really like the way Grimmel is introduced in the film as very intimidating and cunning. But as the movie progresses, he feels a bit less unique. Like he sort of loses his luster after the first half. Another character introduced is the Light Fury that Toothless gets interested in. And here's where I have to talk about some minor spoilers. It's nothing that's not shown in the trailers, but then again, it's not really shown in the movie either. There's one thing about the Light Fury that confuses me. In the beginning of the film, Hiccup and the others are rescuing dragons from Grimmel's trappers, but they miss the Light Fury. There's a certain point in the movie where she escapes from Grimmel, but it's not shown. It's sort of implied that she was let go so that way Grimmel could find out where Berk is, but it's not exactly clear. It feels like there's a scene missing. There's actually a similar situation later in the film that's kind of the same exact setup, but instead they actually show the intent there. Maybe they didn't want to show the same type of scene twice? I don't know, it was just something that was bothering me throughout the film. Maybe if I watch it again, I'll catch something I missed. The movie does move a bit fast, so that could be part of it. Oh yeah, Toothless likes the Light Fury. So the interactions between them can be really cute. There's a certain scene where Toothless is trying to impress her that goes on for a bit, but I liked it. I also really like how Hiccup is trying to help him, rather than getting jealous that he's interested in her. The other characters in the film are fine, though some of the side characters feel the most out of place in this movie compared to the previous two. Maybe it's because the humor just didn't hit as hard with the comic relief. The comedy wasn't really the main appeal of this movie for me. It was the main characters and their growth, as well as the animation. This movie definitely looks the best out of the three, and there are certain scenes that look really beautiful. It's just unfortunate that those scenes don't last a bit longer. And of course, the music in How to Train Your Dragon is always excellent. The main flying theme is just really good. I don't think there's much else I really have to say about the movie. They wrap a nice little bow on it with what they do. This is an animated film trilogy that started in the beginning of this decade and is now ending at the end of this decade. It will be interesting to see how I feel about each of the films once I can watch them all in one sitting. I think I still like the previous two better than this one, but it's still worth a watch. So if you have seen How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to